Today I want to share with you 6 mistakes to avoid when buying your next home. If you want to buy a home for the best price possible and avoid costly errors, you'll want to stay tuned. Hi, I'm Dwight Streu, the Dwight Streu Real Estate Team. Let's get started. Mistake number 1 is not getting pre-approved for a mortgage. Getting pre-approved is beneficial in a number of ways. Firstly, you'll find out exactly how much you can afford to qualify for and exactly what your monthly payments will be. There's no point looking at homes and falling in love with them only to find out after that you can't afford to buy them or they're more than what you budgeted for. When you get pre-approved, your lender will also hold the current interest rate for you, usually for 60 to 90 days. So if rates were to go up, you get the lower rate that they held for you. However, if rates go down in the meantime, they'll give you the benefit of the new lower rate. It's a win-win for you, and there's no cost or obligation to do this. Thirdly, when you're pre-approved and you can show that in writing to a seller, it will help you negotiate a better price. And in the case where you're competing with another buyer for a property, it could make the difference between you getting the property ahead of the other buyer if they have not been pre-approved. Why? Well, the last thing the seller wants is to accept an offer and find out 2 weeks later that the buyer could not get their financing. So if you can demonstrate that your financing is secure, there's less risk for the seller, and that's worth something. Mistake number 2, not being absolutely crystal clear on your priorities and your goals with respect to the property you want. Make a list of those things that are negotiable and those that are not. Non-negotiable may include things like the price, the location, the number of bedrooms and bathrooms, and so on. Non-negotiable may be things like, does it have a fireplace or a garage or a walk-in closet? Once you've made your list, make sure you stick to the non-negotiables. In fact, it's best to not even look at properties that don't meet this criteria. It's easy when you're excited about buying a home to get sidetracked and buy a home that caught your eye or has lots of bells and whistles, only to find out later that it really doesn't work for you. Try to take the emotion out of buying and refer to your list when looking at homes. Mistake number 3 is not having an inspection done. A home is one of the largest investments you're likely to make, so it makes sense to know what you're getting. Most often there won't be any major problems, but you never know. And sometimes there's lots of minor repairs that can really add up. Mistake number 4 is not budgeting for extra costs. Of course you need a down payment, but there are other costs of buying a home as well. And these could include appraisals, property taxes, the inspection, legal fees, moving expenses, and so on. So be sure to investigate what other expenses might be applicable on your purchase. Mistake number 5 is not having an agent working exclusively in your best interest. When you hire a realtor to act as your agent, they owe you certain legal obligations, including undivided loyalty, confidentiality, and full disclosure, to name just a few. Agents who have not entered into an agency relationship with you do not have the fiduciary responsibilities as those who do. You're a customer, not a client, and there are big differences in what they can and cannot do for you. Mistake number 6 is hiring the wrong realtor with no way out. It's important for you to find an agent you're comfortable with. You'll be working closely with your agent, so you want to have confidence in their ability and that they're working in your best interest. So don't be afraid to ask some tough questions. Ask for references and check out the agent's online reviews. Don't assume that because an agent has a license, they're qualified to do the job you want them to do. Having a real estate license doesn't make you a good realtor, any more than having a driver's license makes you a good driver. Regardless of who you choose, you should make certain that you can get out of your agreement with your agent if they're not living up to their promises. This type of escape clause, or satisfaction guarantee as we call it, will keep your agent accountable to you every single day. Avoid these common pitfalls and you'll be well on your way to buying your next home for the best price possible and without any costly surprises or hassles. Now, if you have any questions about anything in this video, please give me a call, 780-462-5002, or email me at dwight@dwightstreu.com. Thanks for watching.